Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Outdoorsy Mama YouTube. On today's episode, we are going to be swimming, foraging for berries, looking for some early season chanterelles, and having a great time. So I recently made a video where I showed you guys how to make calendula and fireweed salve for burns, and you can go ahead and see that video now too if you want. But one tip when you're harvesting firewood is make sure it's not by a road that's been sprayed, because you could get pollutants that way. Other than that, it's really easy to do. So he decided to sleep outside. And he's been paying for it the last few nights because we have a lot of those like no-see-ums. Let me see your eye. Yeah, it's like getting not as swollen, but his eye was super swollen. He has mosquito bites all over his body. So we're gonna swim. Well, the kids are gonna swim for a little bit, and I'm gonna read a book because it's actually way too cold to swim. It's like 60 degrees, but it's really, really pretty. And that's the crazy thing about Oregon is it can be like 100 degrees in the valley, and then you go towards the coast and the temperature drops by like 20 degrees. So it's kind of a nice way to avoid some of the heat.
Hello.
Gonna jump in or what? Let's see it.
I might do it for watermelon. No,
Do it for the video.
That's my watermelon from last time.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
From like a month ago?
Yeah.
Let's go for it, Luke.
I'm doing it for you guys.
And he's in.
It's cold. It's cold. Oh, but I'm used to it now.
One thing that I find so cool in the Pacific Northwest is in the right season, you can go anywhere in the woods and you're going to find like so many different edible plants all at once. Some salmonberries. Okay. Look around the corner here. And see if I can find a ripe one. These are almost ripe. Thimbleberries. These guys are so good. Thought I saw a red one around here. Look, there's a whole bunch. A rock that is completely a ball. Round. That is really cool. More quartz in this rock. Oh my gosh, it's so sweet and good. These thimbleberry leaves are huge. Apparently you can make these into tea. Really good for you if you're not allergic to salmonberry leaves, which I found out the hard way that I am. So test a small amount first, and if you can use them, great. Got the stove here. We're gonna be cooking some hot dog and mac and cheese, my kid's favorite food. Go ahead, play it. Thank you. I was just sitting there cooking lunch. I looked over here. What did I find? Red huckleberries. These are really, really good. Blue ones are a little better, but I always like these when I'm just like out in the woods and see them. Good snack. You can also make syrup for pancakes with them. You can make cheesecake. You can dry them, put them in trail mix. A lot of uses, but the blue ones are a little more desirable. Okay, I'm gonna roast these.
Oh,
So right here, guys, some nettles. The bottom sides will sting you, these little hairs on the bottom side. But you don't really want to harvest nettles after they flower because something in the plant changes to where it's toxic for you, and I can't remember the name of it. There we go, mac and cheese in the wild. You guys want some mac and cheese?
yeah. Yes.
Taking a bite. So good.
Yeah. Can I see? Hopefully I don't die because
You won't.
look what it says. Look what it says. Look what it says, Mom.
So we have had our fun time swimming. The kids have been swimming and cooking lunch, and we're going to be headed to really close to the coast now, and going to go check some spots for early season chanterelles. I've actually heard of a few people finding some already, and I usually find them around like July, August, which is a good 2 months before when we get them in the valley. So we're just going to see what happens. I'd be really excited to get some.
Did you buy it? Well, Mom bought it, and I took it out. I'm gonna go up the secret.
Well, we just left the car. We're going to go and see if we can find a few early season chanterelles. So,
Wait.
progress.
This is so scary.
Get down.
If I can.
This is the type of area, guys, if you're going to find chanterelles. This is prime habitat. Lots of tree cover. Lots of opportunity for like moist growth on the ground. You can see there's something that might be part of an amanita, I'm not sure. Prime mushroom environment right here. Guys, do you see what I see? First chanterelles of the season. Here we freaking go. Am I excited about this? Yes. Ta-da! It's only June, guys.
Your bottle is on.
Did you get another one?
Oh, don't say that on the video.
Well, that's cool.
Makeshift water bottle holder.
Pretty good water bottle holder.
This is the kind of water bottle holder you'll want when you're in the forest looking for something to hold your water bottle.
Heck yeah. These are dinner. I do not know what this is, and I don't say that a whole lot when I'm in the forest. Do you guys know? Give me a comment. Drop a description for me in the comments. Okay, guys, so I want to show you this because not a chanterelle. Chanterelle looks similar enough in color, but if you can notice, this guy is growing off the wood, and chanterelles will never grow off the wood. They're always going to be on the ground. So when you find one of these, you know it's not a chanterelle. And then of course, if you look at the bottom, you can see it has pores, not actual gills or anything close to gills like the chanterelles have. But
Like
number one
this.
sign, they don't grow on wood. More of these things. I don't know what they are. Now I want to know. So this is some kind of bolete. I know it's a bolete. I just don't know what kind. I can't remember. Look at this. Got a mad child here, but seriously. Baby chanterelles. Look at these little guys. Little tiny buttons. So cool. So I ended up finding several of these little tiny ones, but some tips for you guys if you are out looking. Make sure that you're aware if it's a state park or national park, because sometimes places like that you are not allowed to harvest or take anything, remove anything from the forest. So be aware of that.
It's still something useful.
What'd you find?
Red pine? Found some. Found a red pine.
Yeah, I don't know what kind that is.
Can we crush it?
I think it's not an edible kind. So guys, we have harvested about 5 different wild edibles today in probably about a 20-mile radius of where we've been, which is really cool to me because there's just so much that you can eat or make medicine out of or pick for whatever use that you have for it. And I don't think people realize, you know, as an angler, as someone who goes out and fishes for salmon and steelhead, sometimes it's easy to get caught up in the mindset of like, this was a failed trip because I didn't catch a big fish. And I think that we do that a lot. But when you can look at everything as like having its own use, I think that's when you begin to understand the true meaning of abundance, and nature can really show us that. So we have found today so far, starting with fireweed, which I harvested some of, salmonberries, huckleberries, thimbleberries, and now chanterelles. Oh, and I found a bitter bolete or whatever that one was. So 6 different edible, well, 5 technically different edible foods, and that makes me really happy. Okay guys, here we go, one more. That is wood oxalis, or sorrel is a common name, and one more edible thing, so that makes it 6, actually 7, because we found early, I think they're called trailing blackberries, very first thing this morning. So we had a great hike. I am just sitting here editing now because this book is not going to write itself, but we've had such a fun day. We're gonna be heading back pretty soon, and stay tuned. Give us a subscribe and follow because we're gonna have so much more fun things coming up soon.